So in the blessedness, in this very text where Adi Shankaracharya talks about you are blessed. So he talks about 8 qualities, 8 characters, 8 verses. And in those 8 verses, it's always to remember, it's talking about spiritual journey within. It's all about myself and my journey toward the self-realization. It has nothing to do with the world outside. And when he talks about the ground of this blessedness, the first thing he clarifies that this is not how much you have gained in the world outside. That has nothing to do with the blessing. That is everything with to do with your karma. So your 3 karmas have given you this as a fruit of your action. That's fine. Enjoy it as long as it lasts. But then when you create more, you grow more, or it finishes here, whatever happens, that's a result of your karma. But it has nothing to do with the blessing. The karma is a very different thing. But blessings, the blessedness is a very different thing. So we say Guru Kripa, Shastra Kripa, Ishwar Kripa. All this Kripa is the blessing. So Shastra Kripa is the scripture. So where the evidence comes from. Guru Kripa, who literally guides you through. And the Ishwar Kripa is the third blessings when it says it will create or strengthen your path. So all the troubles it will take away. So that is the blessing. But all these 3 blessings, how does it come? It's not that you are blessed born. You can create and cultivate exactly like a qualities. And that's where it takes in all that qualities. So I will just translate in the verses form so that I am just giving exactly what is said, and then we'll break it down. So I'm just reading the translation. The very first, it says, knowledge is the first one he's talk about. Knowledge is that which whitens the senses, not the knowledge which actually aggravate the senses. So the knowledge which whitens the senses is the blessing. That knowledge alone is worthy of knowing, which is the theme of the Upanishads. They alone are the blessed person who strive to realize the supreme truth, the truth where all others are wandering in the world of delusion. Now, if you break it down, it's very simple what he said, but let's take it slow. So the knowledge, there are 2 kinds of knowledge described in Upanishads or Shastras. When I talk about Shastra, it's basically Vedas. Vedas and Vedanta is not different. They all are one. It's a different section of what we are referring to. So in Shastras, there's a 2 knowledge. One is lower knowledge and the higher knowledge. So the lower knowledge is science. Lower knowledge is astrology, astronomy, mathematics, cooking, social, politics, finance. All this is which you need for the worldly affair is a lower knowledge. It's knowledge you require because you have to sustain in the world. But then comes the higher knowledge, the knowledge of self. Because that's the knowledge that will liberate you, that will grow you, that will take you ahead in your journey towards self. So it says the blessed are the people who, they alone are blessed, who strive to realize. They're not saying who already have realized. They very clearly said you have to realize. When you are knowledge, you got the knowledge and you have the realization, you're already liberated. But the blesseds are the one who strive, who thrive, who just want this, and who keep going after this knowledge. Code and decode this knowledge. They want nothing else but the knowledge. Not knowledge of the lower science, but the higher knowledge. Knowledge of the self. Now, if we talk about us, all of you are putting your Sunday morning here, trying to understand what this world means. Tuesdays, we have Meenakshi coming in. We have so many groups which really focuses on only about the world within. And each one of us trying to understand, grasp this knowledge. So we are blessed. So according to the definition, the biggest blessing is the one which strives for this knowledge, and knowledge which Upanishad talks. Upanishad is the one Upanishad, which is again breaking down into three to say the one which come from the closeness of the teacher, directly from the Shastras, is like word of God itself. There is no commentary, nothing manipulation in between, no description of mine or others. As it is given, it passed on in generation, and that's the knowledge, is the higher knowledge. And it says all other, everybody else wanders in the world of delusion. So we are still struggling, we're still trying to find out, but these are the people who exactly know, I want this knowledge, and they are blessed because they understand now the difference between lower knowledge and higher knowledge. So you actually don't have to have knowledge, but at least you know the difference and you are now craving for it. Now, the one of the biggest quality, even in Advaita, it talks about is qualities of mumukshu, quality of the one who want to be liberated. Now, liberation is not after death. Liberation is I had been through pain enough. I have suffered enough. I am done with this world and the worldly affairs. And we all come to that stage. We all come to that stage. But then some actually get over it and go back to the world to find a new way to cope. Some actually find a new way to cope to say, I don't have to go back into the sufferings. I realize this is nonsense. This is gossip. This is issues. This is problem. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. And we find a new way to go and find our purpose. So in either way you decide, but everybody comes to this point to realize that I don't need this pain and suffering anymore. How do I be liberated forever? Forever, without going through the pain again. And that liberation is guaranteed when the teacher says, I can liberate you. And then he says, are you the blessed one? And if you're the blessed one, do you understand that what you are asking for? I'm asking for higher knowledge. I'm done with the lower knowledge. I'm done with the world. I will still continue doing with the world as long as I'm alive, but I want to know what am I? I want to understand, experience that peace, that blessing. I want to feel the grace of God. I want to feel my own existence. I'm questioning my own self and I want to know who am I. All this when it comes to a stage, they said, well, you have qualified for the first blessing and you are blessed because you got the knowledge to strive for. Without knowing oneself, there is no knowledge which is valid. So again, it gives a lot of references from, even if you now talks about Bhagavad Gita, or you take Raman Maharshi, or you take any of this text, they all have talked about the importance of this knowledge. Now, the very second one, when it translates, it says, blessed indeed are they who in the beginning, having subdued the sense object and host of other enemies such as arrogance, delusion, likes and dislikes, conquer the kingdom of yoga and realizing the truth, live in the abode of the forest, enjoying the happy company of the beloved wife, spiritual knowledge. Now, this is a beautiful coded, very much coded verse where it says, blessed are those people who in the very beginning, the first thing what they do, they conquer the temptation of the sense objects. So once you have the knowledge and you know that the knowledge of the sense organs, you know that it's all going rushing out in the world. Now you start to withdraw. So in meditation, as I recently started reminding everybody, closing your eyes so you withdraw yourself from the world outside. Basically, you're withdrawing your senses, going outward. Seeing, thinking, listening, everything mind sees from the world. The moment you take and withdraw your senses, you're suddenly all focusing in the world inside, because then mind doesn't have any connection from the world out. It will dive in the world inside within its own. And this is where it says, blessed are the people who conquer the temptation of the sense object and overcome the host of enemy, which also overcome Enemy, which enemies they are talking? Enemies like arrogance, delusion, likes and dislike, raga and dvesha it's talking about. And then after that, suddenly they conquer the world of yoga. Now, yoga is sthiram, being the same in all situation. Samatvam yoga uchyate. The one who maintains the samatvam in all situation is the best yoga. Again, there are many definitions, but who conquered the world of yoga? So when you conquer the world of sense objects, sense organs, you already are samatvam, same. Nothing will matters to you or distract you. And then after conquering the kingdom of yoga, they live very happily after in their own home, which is forest. It refers to the forest. Now, forest is not literal forest. Forest means here solitary. Forest means being with your own self, surrounded with the nature alone. It's not being alone, lonely. It's being solitary with yourself, surrounded with nature alone, connecting with nature. Now, when we talk about forest outside, we are talking about tree, talking about wind, water, everything. But we are talking about world within, we are talking about our own mind, our own conscious, subconscious, unconscious world. We are opening and connecting with that. So the solitary within is the forest within it refers to. And the last version says, and enjoy the happy company of the beloved wife. Now, beloved wife here is again not the literal wife meaning. It talks about beloved wife is spiritual knowledge. Now, again, if it's not what it talks about, but what I am referring, in the marriage ceremony, we have four. Originally, there are four feras. Yeah, now we do seven. I don't know whether seven significance, but I know the four ones. So dharma, arth, kam, and moksha. Now the beloved wife is the fourth one, which takes the front foot to take this, and that's for the moksha. Dharma, arth, and kam. He will lead, but the moksha, the wife leads. Now, if you refer, the moksha is the spiritual knowledge, the journey to the liberation. So the beloved wife is here talking about moksha, the mumukshutva. So not literally the husband and wife, man and woman, but it's talking about its meaning of what it decodes and what it refers to. So the blessed are the ones. So the very first to get the knowledge of the senses, that every sense has its own character to go out. So the mind will go out. I'll tell you what a beautiful smell it is. And everybody's mind is rushing. What smell am I referring? And I said, connect with your own smell. Let's connect with the smell. Let's connect with the taste. And everybody's senses will rush into all sorts of outside what we have in our room. And then everybody's memory, mind will start creating a picture. And if I say, I want that, then comes what I want. I also want that. So we'll go to the shopping, we'll get that, we acquire all of that because we are connecting from the senses, and that senses is taking you out, and that's how it happens. But if the same thing I say, let's close our eyes, let's dive in the world inside, enjoy how your breath is taking you in. Have you heard of your own breath, sound of your breath, rhythm of your breath? And it's a fascinating term, and I've never heard my own sound. Let's explore. And then you withdraw your senses, so the mind is connecting where you want it to connect. You will open a new world, the world within. So again, it is taking and talking about take the knowledge, use the senses. It's not talking about don't feel, don't go, don't eat, don't drink. What all is talking about, use your senses wisely with the knowledge and use it for your own journey. And then enjoy. None of this is talking about renunciate, abandon, leave. It is talking about enjoy. What do we enjoy? Enjoy which is uninterrupted, which is not giving you pain at the end. Because outside, if you have, I like gulab jamun and I'm enjoying my gulab jamun, but after 3 and 4, I'll start to feel throwing up. So ultimately, that's not going to give me an enjoyment which is everlasting. So the Shastras is talking about everlasting joy which will not stop, which will never stop. So, and it is giving you a way. Withdraw your senses with the knowledge, enjoy the journey within, and you will see the new world unfolding. What will happen? You'll start to enjoy that solitary, the forest, with your beloved wife. So now it's talking about your own house with your own wife or husband, whoever you refer. So that's the best blessing. Now, your own house where you belong. You belong in the nature. You belong connected with the self and with the spiritual knowledge of your own self, realizing I am blessed. That's the very it declares. Am I going too fast? Can everybody follow? Then the third one, and again, I'm reading it and then we'll take it slowly. Blessed indeed are they who, having renunciate the pleasure of the home, the cause of the man's downfall with the desire of the self, always drink the nectar of the truth of the Upanishad, free from all longings and dispassionate toward the host of sense pleasure. They roam about in solitary places without attachment to the company. Now here, the third one, it says, the blessed are the one who renunciate the pleasure of the home. Now, home is our, here, the previous one, the home is talking about to have your home. Now it's talking about renunciate your home. What does it mean? Here in this home, which it says renunciate the pleasure of the home, is talking about the comfort zone of your own, the pleasure of the comfort you are having. Now I'm very comfortable in my home. I am very calm here and it's my comfort zone and I don't like changes. So if I'm today placed to somewhere else, I will be very agitated and disturbed. We all are, because we have this attachment with our home, with our place, with our comfort zones. And we don't like these changes. Yeah. But now it says, if you really want to enjoy the blessing, the grace, renunciate the pleasure of the home, which means tomorrow, if you're displaced, replaced, relocated anywhere, you will not feel any pain because home is where you are connected with your own nature. In the previous one, the home is already defined. So connect with that home where you belong, not with the world around where you make your comfort zone. So renunciate that first. Now, a lot of time we think about Vanaprastha or Sannyasa is renunciating the home and go to the wandering saint you become. I mean, they do that. Of course, that's a process. But when you're ready to do the prachar, when you're ready to spread the word of your teacher, then you do that. But basically, renunciating home is leaving the comfort zone of your own. Challenge yourself. Now, if you ask me from the brain perspective, and this is the stage you are talking of the Vanaprastha. So after this whole knowledge is the one when it kicks in, usually you're already in your 40s above. So it's the time you're already having the wisdom to understand the world. You have suffered the world enough. It doesn't talk about for the young age. It doesn't talk about for the one until they have already this understanding. So when you have seen the world, real world, you have suffered enough. And now you realize, I don't want this and I want that. Then it starts to open up. It opens up for the Vanaprastha, for the Grihastha. So understand, choose wisely. When they do that, and then it talks about start your new journey. So don't leave home, leave the comfort zone, attachment with your comfort. Start leaving that. How do I leave? It's painful. It doesn't have to be painful because again, pain and pleasure both in the mind. You tell your mind, this is I enjoy and I like it. The mind will go all around it. But then you tell your pain because the teachers are saying pleasure and pain both are pain. Pleasure is also pain. the mind will start to wonder and does realize that, yes, it is. Because when I was really happy, then people hurt me. Even my own, I love them so much, and they are the one worst hurt me. So pleasure are also pain. So in that way, your mind will start to go around and say, I don't want both. Both are useless. What I want is peace. Actually, when a stage comes when you don't want pleasure or pain, you don't want gain and loss, but all you want is peace of mind. I'm done. That peace, now it's talking about, then you leave the comfort zone of your own, challenge yourself. So in that age, our mind is getting dull anyway because they've seen everything. So it is actually telling you to challenge it, to explore the new pleasure, new comfort, new self of yours. And then detachment is a very important blessing it talks about. Now, detachment is again, doesn't mean that I shouldn't feel attachment. Detachment is spontaneous. It's so spontaneous that you don't feel anything. Now, a lot of time we get scared with this idea. A lot of time when people share their journeys and tell me, I had this and I had that, and I didn't feel anything. Am I insensitive? And I said, no, you're the blessed one. It's a wrong question even to ask. Am I insensitive? No, you are blessed. Because now you are getting a quality which is called vairagya, detachment. It's not affecting you. It is not making you happy or painful or carried away. It is actually not affecting you. It is there, it's there, but it doesn't bother, good or bad in either way. And you are not connecting, going up and down with it. That means you are already detached. People work so hard. They do meditation, they do mindful, they do sadhana, they do tapas, yama, niyam, yoga to attain these qualities. And if you are getting these qualities, you are the blessed ones, isn't it? So if you have experienced that, take it as a grace of God. Take it as the spiritual blessing and take it as your journey forward because that journey has begun. Now, if you will try to come back, that's the most foolish thing we all do. Because then now I want to feel that, my children did so much. I don't feel anything. Well, because you are getting detached. Now it's a phase when you're happy they did that, but you're not feeling that excited, which you thought you would be. I want to feel that. That's the most foolish thing you will do. Because who will attain detachment in higher stages of consciousness and then come back to the world to suffer? That's where Adi Shankaracharya, to many teachers at different places, says the most foolish ones are the one who have the knowledge and they still don't follow that. They don't mean to say foolish in a literal way, but again, because you have the knowledge, you know what it's like, and you still go back to it's like the dog enjoying its own blood when he's chewing the bone. Yeah, because it doesn't have its own knowledge, but the moment you realize it's my own, then you don't chew it, do you? If you know that it's your own pain which you're getting pleasure with, you're not going to enjoy that. You will never take it in the mouth. So don't try to find ways to how do I take it in the mouth. You don't. That's the most blessing you enjoy, you cherish, you go ahead with. And I'll take the fourth one. Because they all are interrelated. There's nothing new he's telling. It's just all interrelated. The next one, again, he says, the blessed are indeed the one who renunciating the two blinding motion of my and I have become men of equal vision and unaffected by honor and dishonor. Understanding the Lord alone to be the doer, they perform karma, dedicating these and their fruits to Him. Now, we have heard that enough in Bhagavad Gita as well. The two words, it says, aham and mama. Now, I and mine. These two are the words which is the most hurdle. So, whenever I connect this ego, I-ness. It becomes mine.
Mm.
And whenever I have this mine, that mine is the trouble. So the one who already have overcome this I-ness and mine, both. So the belonging which belongs to me and everything that is I have, everything that overcome that, they are the blessed one. And how? Because now they have the equal vision because they're unaffected. It is, again, if you hear the words of the text as it go along, it is not saying not to feel, discipline, concentrate, focus. Have you heard any of this word? None
No.
of this existing in these texts. All they said is enjoy, go ahead, feel that blessings, experience it. How beautifully redefines actually. So the work hard of the meditation is already taken off the table because it's talking about enjoy. Why do you have to focus or concentrate and do anything? God alone is the doer. Here it says, there is nothing mine or I which do. God alone is the doer. So why do I meditate? To feel and connect with Him. I don't meditate to control my mind. I don't have to do anything to control my mind. My mind exactly know when and where to go. What all I have to go is give direction. If I give direction to the world outside, it will go there. If I'll give him the direction to world inside, it will go there. If I tell I'm not enjoying it, you will see it start to roam around and find 100 more reasons not to even try that. So again, it is not talking about you discipline yourself, you concentrate, you be this and you be that. It's not even telling you to be anything. What all it tells you is what you should be looking at. You are the same person. You don't have to change anything. Only focus and refocus. Just refocus your ideas. So here it's talking about, so far I have focused on I and mine. I've created everything what I can do and what all belongs to me and how do I grow that. Now renouncing that idea. Leave that I and mine. And now let's start again. And where do we go? Just give up every fruit of action. Then you will enjoy your actions because you have no responsibility. You're doing your best, and whatever happens, it's a name of the Lord. So the doership is gone, responsibility is gone, fruit of action is gone, and you're liberated. So today, how did I do well? I have to do very well because so many people come to listen to me, they follow me. What if I do wrong? Anxiety comes, panic comes, worry comes, and then I get nervous. Everything comes with that because I am doing it. Now, suddenly I have taken this I-ness on a front foot. What if I say, actually, you know what, I'll do my best. And this is what I know best, so I'm doing it, not because I just have to do it. And I will just pass on what I learned. So my job done. I am not doing it. I'm just passing on. So this is where we remind every meditation, and when we chant, we say, whatever tradition has passed on to me, I bow down and I'm blessed, and I carry on passing on. Now, in this way, all the anxiety, worry, panic, these won't even come because mind know mediating. I'm just a medium. So if you're just a medium, you just carry on, you just give and you just go. So if you think in a practical sense, this is actually telling you how to remove anxiety and worry and panic. In the practical sense, it is only giving you a mindful technique, a therapeutic technique to overcome all the fear. Suddenly, if I tell you, you know what, I take full responsibility of your work, whatever you're doing, Arogam is responsible for that. Suddenly, you're not worried because somebody is taking full responsibility. You will give it a try. Will you not give it a try? If I say, don't worry of falling or getting hurt, all my doctors, all myself, I'm here and I'm guaranteeing you nothing will happen. You will give it a try. At least you'll give it a try because back of your mind, somebody is there and responsibly there. And you, how many months everybody is following us? Doing it, giving it a try. I'm not saying transformation will come in a day. Habits take time, mind takes time, but rewiring does happen. Just because you know that somebody's there, if something goes wrong, I can always go back and tell. They will again help. The same way, if the text, the teachers, the tradition is saying, why you worry? God is the one taking the full responsibility. He is only using the medium. So why you worry? You just do it. I am giving a problem and I have to solve it. Who are you to solve it? He's giving you wisdom. He's giving you intelligence. You just have to use that two things and just do it. He is a full responsible party. You can just wipe your hands off and say, I did it for my Krishna. Beautiful, no? So then worry, anxiety is not even in the picture. What else do we need? So the blessed one are the one who sees that, who knows that, and who actually does it all that. Now, I'll stop here because I want to reconnect what I said. I'll do gratitude. Do you need anything else to feel the gratitude? You already have the gratitude by now, understanding that we are the blessed one. We don't need any more blessings. So we have the gratitude automatically coming. We feel the grace because I have experienced vairagya. I have experienced the peace and I have experienced how to withdraw my senses and I know how to do yoga, the samatva. I know how to connect with the world inside and I know how beautiful this world is. I know what outside world knowledge and inside world knowledge. Only the knowledge I need to know, which I have, I'm already blessed. So in this whole scenario, do I have to be sorry for anything? Do I have to ask forgiveness for myself or for anybody else? When you feel and connect with the grace, when you feel and connect with divine blessings, this is divine blessing. Not everybody is blessed. Two siblings growing in the same house, not necessarily see the same things. Two husband and wife, in their whole life journey, they are two different people. Not necessarily they will understand and see each other's world. So this doesn't come equally just because you're sharing. It comes with the blessings. So when I talk about this blessing, there are two little boys right now. So I would say, they look around and they say, you're a brain scientist. What is this all about? And they never hear me talking about brain and the science. They all hear me talking about spirituality. They're young, but at least they're trying to understand this. What is this all about? So no matter, they're not ready yet. So it comes with blessing. It comes with readiness. It comes with that grace, which you will and already have. When the time comes, you're all there. You know what I'm talking about. You already are blessed. You have that divine grace on you and you're ready. You're ready now just to connect the fine dots and say, well, I got it. What you got? You got the freedom, liberation. There's nothing to bind you, so nothing to ask or be sorry about. Forgiveness and gratitude and every other quality as we go along, it is a byproduct. It's not what you need. It will come automatically if you have vivek, if you have vairagya, if you have knowledge to discriminate. Again, vivek is knowledge to discriminate. Vairagya is the detachment, not attaching yourself, which is not healthy for you. I won't say detach from everything. You will have attachment, but then it talks about you know the pain and pleasure. You know it is not healthy for you. What all need is peace of mind, your growth, your journey, uninterrupted. Today I'm happy, and 10 minutes later somebody comes and bombards something on me, and I'm all the way down. That's not happiness, because that's depending on something. It is making you independent. That blessing is independent. It will make you independent. And that is your own mind. Mind, somebody asked me just today, what is the best Suraksha cover for spiritual journey? And it's a $1 million question. How do you protect yourself in the spiritual journey? And the first thing came into my mind was mind. It's not rocket science. All of you can guess what I could have guessed. Mind. Mind is the best Suraksha. And he said, can you explain? Because we understand mind is the biggest hurdle going into spiritual journey. You need concentrated mind, pure mind. Your mind is always pure. We are the one impure it with the junk science, technology, the world outside. Without a filter on, you take everything in and you're the one impurring it. Your mind is always pure. And you know how to make it pure. Just stop that, put that filter on, mind will be pure again. And then he said, can you explain further? And I said, with pleasure. So your mind is your Sarathi and it's your Suraksha both. Your mind is the one takes you in the spiritual journey and protects you from its obstacles. Because mind is the obstacle. No? So if mind is taking you in, it will protect you from its own obstacles as well. It is the only one which will guide you through with the solutions. And then you are there. You don't need any other Suraksha. Your mind is protecting you. So that's Krishna. If the Krishna is your Sarathi, you don't need any Suraksha. You are protected because he himself is your Sarathi. Isn't it? And Krishna is all you need. Krishna is Chanchal. It's Natkhat. It's everything what we mischievous. It's everything. Biggest riddle in the history. But then he's the supreme teacher. So what do we want to see is what we see. People, when Krishna did all of that, a lot of them didn't see what he was really like. But some already in that same thing, they saw it's Krishna, it's God himself. What a beautiful play of his own. So the blessed one are the one who sees the mind, their own mind. They laugh on it, they smile on it, they go along with it because it's your Krishna. I don't need any blessings. Even if you don't do anything, but you know that you are the blessed one and the journey has begun. Let's enjoy. Once you decide to enjoy this journey, blessings are creating your path. Now, when you all heard Vinayak last week, and when he talks about astrology, and most fascinating part of his astrology is that when he talks about these planets, he tells me and everybody what it represents, not the planet literally as a physical planet, but what it actually relate in our body and mind. So it says, this is your mind, this is your house, this is your body. And this is Vedic astrology. So then when he talks about that, this is all interrelated. So even this movement is so beautiful that transition is constantly happening. And this is a blessing. None other creature feel that transition except us. Isn't that a blessing itself? What forgiveness we are asking for when you're blessed, when you're chosen, when you're ready, when you are enjoying. Do you go back and ask for anything else? No. Just connect with that and everything is already there. So if I'm completely full and I enjoyed my meal, do I still go back in kitchen and ask, what are you cooking later on? Can I have this and can I have that? I have completely tripti, complete My senses are completely quiet and I'm full. I am happy. Then nobody goes back to the kitchen and think about what to cook and what next because I'm still enjoying this. Now, in the same way, if in the meditation you're connected with yourself, you don't need to ask for anything because you are complete. What all you need is just you and your mind. Connecting with mind, and mind will connect the rest. This is grace. And when the grace falls on you, gratitude comes automatically. Because any bhakta, you say, they dance, they enjoyed, they laughed, they sang, they did everything. None of them did they crying and begging and asking because they were full and they were complete. They felt the divine. And on that part, I actually found something which I wanted to read out. And yeah, just to summarize the whole text. The highest kind of the blessedness is to attain the oneness with the Lord. Now, Lord and you, oneness with the Lord is you are Lord. So, oneness. Having gained self knowledge at the feet of the teacher, the disciple congratulates himself. Blessed indeed am I. I have done all that needed to be done. I'm now liberated. I am eternal bliss. I am full and complete by your grace. Today I have directly realized Brahman, the most auspicious one. After this realization, there is only pure love, bhakti, for the Lord without any desire or expectation. This state of highest blessedness, this love for the Lord, express itself in the form of service to all and a revealing in the welfare of all the beings. Sarva Bhuta Hitaratha. Now tell me, in this whole, we have bhakti, we have karma, we have jnana, and we have raj. All yoga isn't just one when it says what I gain from the blessings. The highest kind of blessing is finding the oneness. And when I get the oneness, the closeness with the Lord Himself, it doesn't have to be the Lord Krishna or Rama or anybody. Even the shape will disappear. Only the feel of the supreme consciousness will remain. This knowledge, when I get what I feel, I've done all my duties. Have we not all reached to that stage? We all have reached to that stage. Have we not all done our duties? We have. Mostly, I have done our duties. Rest is continuing to serve in the feet of Lord. That's our karma yoga remaining. Duties are done. Duties to raise kids, do the chores which you're responsible for. I'm still on that part. Still 8 years to go. But the duties part is still done. I've done my best. What I do now, I continue to do, but that's not my duty. That's my service in the feet of Lord. So that's my karma yoga, because the highest blessing is now when I've connected with Him, I can feel the pure love for Him, which is bhakti. Can I sing? Can I dance? Bhakti is not about having an idol and chanting for Him. Bhakti is about dancing in joy, dancing in love for Him. Do you feel His presence in everything and anything you do? If you do, you are in love with Him. Do you need somebody to love? Love is a feel, an expression, isn't it? There are such beautiful love stories. They were never united, no? They were never together. When they're united, they are married, they are husband and wife, the love story goes away. That's a different story. But even if you take worldly love stories, they were in love with each other. The feel of their beloved is all it talked about. And when this love is talked about, the higher love, again, the bhakti is lower and higher. The lower is one, it asks in return. It is asking for something to do for me and help me and guide me and take me there. The highest one is, I don't need you to do anything. I'm just happy with you being there. Not even with me. I know you're there. And I'm so much in love that I don't even need anything except your presence is good enough for me. Now, that sort of pure love. It could be for a person, it could be for so lower love, higher love. When you are attached with somebody with no expectation and desire, and that's where that is a blessing. That is so the bhakti, the karma yoga follows this love automatically. So when you love him so much, everything what you'll do is for him, nothing else. So then all your karma become automatically selfless because you're not doing for yourself or for the world. You're doing for your beloved, for him, because you see the whole world in your beloved. And who is that? Doesn't matter if it's Krishna or Rama. Kabir Das ji talks about so much. Meera ji talks about it so much. Did they not work? They were karma yogis. They didn't sit idle and singing and dancing and crying for the Lord alone. They were karmat. They were karma yogi. So why did they do anything in the world? People used to ask Kabir Das ji, why do you still work? You know, you're bhakta. You have found the God. And he said, I do it for him. He will come any day. I see him coming every day. So I'm serving him only. He's not seeing people, clients. He's seeing there's Rama coming every day. He's doing it for Ram. She's doing for Krishna. No matter who you do for, but do it for your beloved. Surrender. Feel the love. Because that is the highest emotion you have. What we talk about, not to do this. Boundless, limitless. Meera was boundless. She found no limit of her love. All and everything was nothing but Krishna. Can we even imagine such love for somebody? That is a joy in itself. Reading and listening Mirabai's bhajan is a blessing in itself because then you're part of her journey. You are feeling what she felt, isn't it? Everybody right now is feeling Ram is coming, isn't it? Is he really coming? It's our beautiful emotion that is coming to Ayodhya, and we feel that Ram is coming back to Ayodhya. After such a long vanavas, he's coming back. What pure emotions. Any of us is not in Ayodhya. Nobody is watching this, but the feel of Rama coming is so beautiful that it cannot be defined in anything. It's like we are dancing in joy, isn't it? All celebration, what is happening around, is all for that joy. So it doesn't have to be a reason. You can connect with any reason and you can feel that blessings coming. Just last 2 minutes, if you still have any question or would like to share anything, we can, or I'll take you on a beautiful, quick meditation.
Doc, what I feel is what you have said and brought to our attention is that we have all the blessings. For me, what's happening is it's just opening my eyes and recognizing them. You know, I'm just seeing these things unfold. We don't recognize our blessings because we have them. We're always wanting more, something else. Not that I want anything more. I'm truly blessed in every way that you're saying, but it's making me aware of it. And for me, that's what does it.
All of us are just becoming aware. That's where the knowledge unfolding. It doesn't say that you have it now. It says when you were born in a human birth, you were blessed. Then you already started the journey of self-realization.
Yeah. Doc, I'm also grateful. I'm also grateful. I've always been grateful. I have always been very grateful. But that was probably just surface level. Thank you, God. Thank you. But now actually it's opening the heart. So it's very important lectures like this. And why don't you bring some more lectures, darling?
Can I ask?
No, we will. We continue to bring. Yes, yes. See, a lot of question today. Panaji, good to see you. So
Hi,
lovely.
hi everyone.
Nice to see
I
you, Panna.
thank you, thank you. You
Nice
say it
to see you.
happiness. You say it blessings. All the blessings believe is to be happiness that brings all the blessings. And then I want to know you were talking about Raksha Potli, Raksha and this Raksha. What's the difference between that?
I'm not very I'm not very karma person, you know. So the tying and ritual and all that I'm not very good
Yeah,
at.
this is where
Raksha,
I'm confused. Yeah,
yeah. So I'm literally don't know when you say Raksha Potli and then Raksha, probably somebody else can answer that. But what all I know is this again. If you ask me, this is a blessing that you know you tie and you remind yourself that this was a
yeah,
ritual. Now it is going to protect me,
Yeah.
and that's where your mind is calm. A lot of time, we put that ritualistic way to do a confirmation sort for the mind that okay, now I'm blessed, now I'm protected, now I'm covered, and no evil eye, no bad omen will come.
yeah,
A lot of time people also who who know the chantings, so we do three shantis, so again
yeah,
we chant also and we remove these obstacles. So all these karmas are basically to remove the physical, adi daivik, adi bhautik and adhyatmic, three obstacles to remove. So you do it by these Raksha Sutra, or you do it by Shanti chants, Dasha Shanti. All of that is basically taking three obstacles away from your life, and they protect you from these three. So Adi Daivik, the divine ones. So when, you know, Adi Bhautik, when natural disasters,
yeah,
and Adhyatmik, all the going inward, whatever obstacle you encounter from the mind. So it removes all these obstacles. So that's Raksha Sutra.
Doc,
thank
a very shallow explanation would be that sometimes we need symbols to remind us that we are blessed. They are not all very
Yes.
high up there, so it's a symbol of, I think. And Panna
But
ma'am,
then-
It is.
yeah, and Panna ma'am, you're looking so beautiful today and relaxed in that magenta. Really pretty.
thank you. Now, like Raniji, you said about Raksha. I think it's all in our mind. If we are blessed, then I think it's all in our mind. We don't need all these things then.
True.
That's why I said
Very
mind,
true.
mind is
Yeah.
your Raksha and mind is your Sarthi.
That's
Because
right.
again,
Yeah.
Sarlaji, yes, I see that. Please.
Yeah. I just want to ask you that when you are deep in thoughts and all, and you do you thinking about the God and all that for yourself, do you become, if you become emotional, is that right or wrong?
Yes. Yes.
I become quite
Emotion.
emotional when I'm thinking about it. Now even I become so emotional. So is that okay, or it's me?
No,
I
it
too,
is
I too.
blessings.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
It is a blessing. You know,
Very
Narad
big one.
Bhakti Sutra is something we all must read. Maybe as a group, we will take up that Narad Bhakti Sutra and let's talk about different kind of bhaktis. So you see your loved beloved, your Ishta, your God as a beloved. You see him as your friend, Sakha. You see him as you know, your in all different forms it describes, and when you see him, that the same emotion cultivates. Same emotion cultivates. So if my children see me as mother, so the motherly emotion will cultivate, isn't it?
Yeah.
You all see me as Sakha, let's say, as a friend, as a mentor, as a guide, as somebody you can connect with. You know, Sakha is something beautifully, a friend you can trust. Now, if you do that, the trust and belief, the emotion will pop up first. So what sort of emotion comes, how you're connecting. So if you're connecting with the Lord, your own Ishtadevta, what emotion is surfacing? It's basically your bond with him is expressing. It is important. Emotion, I'm very sure and I'm very certain that emotions are the beautiful guide because it's an expression. Mind expresses his emotion. If I'm scared, the fear would be the first emotion. The expression is what I feel of that fear. So if you feel love, the expression, the emotional expression, and then suddenly in that expression, you cry. The cry is of both. So you're crying because you are separated. You still feel separated from him. So you're crying for the longing. But then you're also crying in joy because you feel connected. So even the cry for him is an expression of the emotion you are connected with him.
It's like a prayer.
Why you're still far away from me? Why I'm still not getting you? And I'm crying to find you. I'm desperate to look for you. I want to be connected again. That's an emotion. Even that is not bad. Yeah.
Thank you.
Neha ji,
Yes, Manorama ji.
I think we don't appreciate how blessed we are.
Very
I think
true.
that's, yeah.
Very true.
Very true.
Because we have never been taught to count our blessings, have we? I think when we were growing up, we were taught to count our report cards, what better job, how better family, living, lifestyle, social, then comes to the social, connections or the social well-being, society, community, all of that. So this is where the senses comes because we are extrovert. We are counting everything in the world outside.
Yeah.
When do we count blessings of our inside? When we withdraw our senses from the world out. And who counts that? For the teachers, spiritual coaches, they remind you that, well, that's for the world outside. You don't need that here. No matter what all you have achieved or you achieved nothing. All the bhaktas were poor. They achieved nothing. All the karma yogis, whether kingdom or the servants, but there is no quality which is in the world outside. They had good or bad, poor or rich, actually didn't count here. So here counts as different blessings. So withdrawing the senses, having this knowledge, you see the blessings differently. So the ignorant one are the one who are still seeing the blessings outside. Knowledgeable one, the blessed ones are the one who counts this inside. So that's the only difference. And this is where lower science, higher science, lower knowledge, higher knowledge comes. So as long as we are not connecting with this knowledge of self, we are not counting our blessings. So we're still ignorant. But I don't think that's a question for us because we all do count our blessings. We all appreciate each other's. Now here, beautiful terms constantly. Every text says it's satsanga. Good company. So 23, 25 of us is always there with each other, trying to explore each other's journey, finding strength with each other, sharing challenges with each other, because we are supporting each other's blessings in this journey. So that's itself is a blessing. Where do we find 20 people sitting together and talking about the same experience and journey and encouraging each other to keep going? It's a blessing in itself. Outside, if I talk about my own cousins and my own friends and family, they say, the sadhu hai, she's outfit, she's misfit, she's outdated, she's not even part of the group. Is she normal? So again, you see, when do we have blessings? Satsanga, the company of the similar mind thought, good company. So again, It's not that we don't count our blessing, it's just that when we are ready to count our blessings, we do. When you are connecting with your mind, you do count how beautiful meditation takes you in, what all you have. Even you're finding your challenges is beautiful journey.
You're opening the door for us, Doc. That's what you're doing. Door of awareness, honestly. It's
No,
chipping.
it's just that we all, I think we all have a Hanuman character. We forget our own strength. And then we all need a Jamavant at times to remind, well, you have this, you can do it. And then we think, can I? Let me try. Somebody is so sure that I can do it, so let me try. So I think we all are just sharing all the divine qualities that we already have, is just reminding. Everybody needs a teacher. This is where we also says Shastra Kripa, Guru Kripa, and then Ishwar Kripa. These three are the vital in this journey, because without these three, you will not progress. So again, reminder is not coming from me, because again, I don't want to take I and mine both into the count. It is coming from Shastras. And I'm very much exactly would like to quote the reference, because it's coming from Adi Shankara, it is coming from Dhyana Shatakam. So we all remember that pramana, the evidence, because then mind is quietened. How do we quieten our senses? Just giving it the knowledge and say, well, she said, he said, that book says, that reference says, and then senses will be quietened because it needs an evidence, will go quiet. And then easy to withdraw. So when you hear from me, you're not hearing me, you're hearing the Shastras, and that's the blessings. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 minutes to feel that.
Yeah.
Next 2 minutes, just one to closing your eyes. And let's experience and let this divine blessing flow in ourselves. Closing your eyes, sit comfortably. Just simply keeping your spine straight, relax your body, relax your mind. Take a very quick moment for the self. All that we talked, discussed, heard in this time, connecting with that knowledge, connecting with this blessing. Feel that grace that I am the blessed. I am Dhanya, the blessed one. Reminding ourselves for our own journey to be one, to reach the stages of oneness, to be one with the Lord, our own Isht, our own Aradhya, our own beloved one. Using all the knowledge we have been given, using all the experience we have been shared, reminding, I am the blessed one. I have done everything required to attain the higher stages of realization. I am full, I am complete, and I am blessed with the grace. I not only have purified the mind, liberated myself from the bondages of karma, but also purified the entire lineage. Free from the bondage of ignorance. Reaching these higher stages and understanding, realizing, experiencing the self. I become one with that. All identity issues are resolved when I reach to my absolute nature. And what I see is nothing but the one, being one with myself. Contentment, the fulfillment. No need to achieve anything. I am that. I am complete. I am full. Let the divine grace and the blessing flow, shower upon us. Let it guide us through. Let it direct us through the right path. All I have to do is enjoy the beautiful transformation, the journey, knowing that I am reaching to my beloved. Pure consciousness, pure bliss, pure happiness. Without a second, that's where I belong. Knowing, experiencing, and finding the self in everything and anything I do. Let's keep going. Let's keep thriving. Let's keep enjoying these blessings as they come along my way. Today, let's conclude our session with Purnamada. If you know, please chant with me. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti. Slowly take your both hands together, rub your palm, and gentle massage and all over your face.
Thank you.
Slowly take your hands down.
Thank you, Nehaji. That was lovely.
Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Not forgetting Ekadashi this evening, and with our Sangeet Aradhana, let's come back and sing along with the divine blessings.
When are you next back, Doc?
Whenever you want, Rani ji.
I don't want you to go away. I don't want you to go away. बोलते रहिए.
Whenever you want. You know, you can ask me anytime, and I come with a replay button so I can start.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Monday.
Thank you.